Hey guys, welcome back. So guys, we are continuing our level 10 tutorial. So now guys, in previous video we have seen about how to create the layout using component, so which we have seen in previous video. And now guys, in this video we are going to continue the same topic about blade template using components. Okay. So guys, we will be seeing how to create the component, rendering the component, pass the data to your component, and what are the component attributes and slots and inline component view, dynamic components. Okay, so guys, now let's get started. So first we are going to start with the component, creating a component. So you just click on this component and it redirects you below. So guys, here you see a command that is how to create a component. So now guys, let's get started. So let's move to our editor and let me close everything. So yep, and arrange the files. So now guys, first step, we are going to create the component. PHP artisan make colon component space and then your component name. So I will take as alert message. So alert, ALERT alert message. Hit enter. Perfect. So our component is created, so you can find that in app views, and here you see alert message. And now guys, here you'll be seeing about a render function. So now guys, let me just show you that resource views and components. Inside that component you see that alert message. Perfect. So we have got the file guys, and now either you can just control and click and go to this file. So now guys, let me just type a message here. Let's remove this and type in a h4 tag, hello, I am alert message component. Okay, so now guys, let's render this component. So let me just show you here. We have seen that how to create a component, and now let's begin with rendering the component. So rendering the component is nothing but about just using this component somewhere else. So guys, let me just show you on my home page. So what we have to do, get back to your routes. So let's go to routes web.php, and here is a get method of home page, which is opening the index page of front end. So here is my page, and now guys, let us use that alert message component. So you have to use a x string value. So this is a prefix before using any component. So this is mandatory guys if you want to use any component. And now let's tell alert hyphen message message forward slash and end. Okay, so now if you get back and refresh, so here you'll see hello, I am alert message component. And now this is all about rendering the component. And now guys, let us see with the next topic here, passing the data to component. So you will be having some data and you have to pass the data inside this component, and which should be accessible inside this file, your component file. Okay, so guys, there are two methods, that is using the props. Also you can access the data directly. You can declare props here, like sending a message value. So message equal to double quotes here, and you can give dollar message or whatever success message you get. Okay, or if you don't want to give a variable direct, you want to send the message, just remove this colon and it becomes a string. Okay, so hello success, you can send in this way. So if you want to pass a variable, like you are sending a success response from your controller and you want to show here, so what you can do, just create a PHP and create the variable equal to here example, let's tell saved successfully. Okay, and now you can send this variable inside this and you can alert inside this. And now guys, let us copy these props and go to your alert message component. So here is my alert message component, so that is resource views component alert message, and directly you can use a prop at prop function, and inside that array you can pass a number of properties you want. So now you can copy this and use at this place. So open and close curly brace, dollar message. And now guys, this is a alert message. So let me use a bootstrap class to show in a alert type. So alert of success I'm sending here. And instead of h, let's make it to h5 tag. Let's save. And now guys, let's see the output. So refresh. Perfect. So here you see guys that we have sent the message as saved successfully from your properties. So this is how you pass the data to your component. So this is a attribute like property and you are sending that and accessing as a props over here. So now guys, if you don't want to use this property here, okay, you don't want to use this props. So how can you achieve this message part? So guys, let's get back to our index blade where we have used the component. And now guys, let's copy this property, that is message, and go to the alert message component class you have created. So as we see that we have created the component using artisan command, which goes to app, views, component, and you have a alert message component. Okay, so inside this we will be telling like I'm getting a public variable, that is dollar message, and you have to pass this dollar message inside your construct method, and then dollar this of message. Okay, so now guys, let us get back and see the output. So here you see the message showing is successful. And now let's get back and go to your index blade file. So now let me just change the variable here, success message new. Let's copy and paste here and see what is the difference. So there is no difference guys. So everything works fine. And if I try to change this property, okay, from message to, let me keep a shortcut as MSG. So let's save and you refresh here, you will get a error, so which is the required message here, it's telling inside your alert message component. So what you have to do, let's copy this property and paste here, paste, paste, and change this, change here. Okay, and now guys, let's get back to our component file and change this variable msg. So now you'll be able to access the correct data. So we have given the name, but it is not able to recognize. So we can do one more thing, guys. Like try to, if you are passing a string value, then we can directly send like this. Let me just see. Now what happens here, you see, whatever we have printed, it's coming. So it's just a cache issue, guys. So you just need to clear that cache of this component and it will work fine. So if you are using a colon, then success message of new, it's going to now give the correct output. So it's just a cache issue. Okay, so now guys, we have seen about how to pass the data inside your component. Okay, so let me keep back as message itself as we follow a correct structure. So let me just replace and go back here and again give the correct value. That's it. And now guys, let's come back here, and here you see component attributes. So what is this component attributes in Laravel? So let's go here and you see that um, there is a global variable called attributes, dollar attributes. So you can utilize this in many methods. So Laravel gives for class and merging. So we have two functions, one is merge and one more is having, that is about the class. Okay, so with this help of merge, you can merge any type of attribute as shown here. So guys, let me just copy this and let me give an example for this inside this alert message itself. So let's get back to your component and paste here. So instead of this class, you can directly paste this variable. Okay, so now guys, let us see what happens here. So now I don't want this dollar type right now. So let me remove this. We will be seeing how to use that. Now let me show you the output. Refresh. Everything works fine. And now guys, let's see what is this. If you try to put as warning, so you'll be getting in different color. That it's a warning alert. So let us try to access this first. So what we can do, get back to your indexblade.php where you have rendered the component and just pass the attribute called type equal to double quotes, and you mention your alert type here, warning or success, anything. Okay. So if you want to keep in a variable format, you can pass that dollar type. Let's copy this and paste here equal to, and let's tell it's going to be a success type. So it will send here. Okay. So it is going to send the success or warning, error, whatever type you want to send. And now guys, let's copy this. You can utilize as a prop also, as I have told you in the beginning of the video. And if you don't want to use the properties, then you can directly mention as a public property here. So public, I want to get this as a string dollar type. Okay. And this type you can be directly using here, comma type, and copy and paste and just change the variable names, dollar type. And now you'll be able to access this variable inside your alert component, and here just concatenate using dot dollar type. Done guys. And now you can remove this. And now guys, let's save and get back. So refresh. Perfect. So here you see guys that we have a success alert message, and let's get back to our blade. So if you want to change the type, just make it to warning. So it will give a warning type alert message. And if you want different, let's make it to danger. So refresh. Done. And you have a alert message and you have a class declared here, right? So inside this class you have two classes, and now you want to merge more classes, like I want to give a padding top and bottom. So something like this, padding top 5, and it will spread that area. So refresh. So here you see it spreads, right? So if you want this class to be accessed inside your component, you can just add a class and py5. That's it. So it is going to merge in that component. Okay. So as simple. And if you just remove this, so it will ignore it. Okay. So guys, this is a benefit of merge over here. And if you want to just work on the class, you can just use this function like as shown here guys, dollar attribute of class, and just use this format of showing inside the array. Like for each class you can just declare in single quotes and give comma, and then again for each class you have a logic. And here you see one example with the button also. So if you want to add a class and merge also, you can use here with the type. So now guys, yep, let's go top, and here we are going to see with the slots. So what is slots in this? So let's click on here, and here it's showing with an example of alert. So guys, we have already done with an example of alert. Let me explain you with the example called labels. Okay. And now guys, let's give a horizontal row so it will be clear to understand what we are working on. So now let's take a label. So this is a label guys, and tell my first name. Let's save it and refresh. So here you see the label. So now let's make this as a component and utilize as a component in our blade templates. So yep, let's get back. Let me close everything here. Go to resource, views, component. So inside this component, let's create a folder called form. So inside this form, we are going to create our label, input field, buttons, all the form requirements, we will keep it. So I have created the form folder. So now guys, let's create a label.blade.php. Let me open and close div. And here our label part comes. So let's take the label, and we do not require this. And here our dollar label name will be coming. And now guys, we don't have a component, we did not create, so let's ignore that, and let's use a props, and you can define the label name here. So I will tell my property will be as label name, or you can mention as value also, not a problem. So just mention as a value here. And now guys, let's get back to our blade, and instead of this label, let's use our component label. Okay, to get the component, so you have to use x hyphen and then your component name. So where is my component file first? Let me just show you. So it goes under resource views component. So by default we are inside the component, and now guys you have to tell I'm inside the form and then label. So form and use a dot notation to continue with the blade file. So add a label and close this tag. Okay, so now guys, here you see one is open and close tag. Let me comment out this, and let's create one more form dot label. I will tell why I have done like this. So now guys, as you see inside the label blade component, now we have a given a props here, property value. So let's mention that value equal to, and this is my first name. Okay, done. And now guys, you will be seeing that we get the variable my first name. Okay, so we were understanding why are we using slot here. So let's copy this slot and get back, go inside the component and use that slot variable. Let's mention as slot here, and let me comment this out. Now get back to your index. Let me comment this and open this component, and here I'm going to tell ABC. So whatever your my first name you can tell. Let me copy and paste here. Let's save and refresh. So here you see that ABC my first name. Okay, so this is how the slot works now. So you don't have to get any props or anything. Just mention that inside this component, whatever I paste or whatever I design is just going inside this component and appending it. Done. So now guys, in some cases, what we do, like I might use in this format or I might use in this format. So you can utilize it in both format also. So what we'll do, let me comment this and let's uncomment this. And what you have to do, just get back and uncomment this. And now you have to use a value here, dollar value colon colon dollar slot. So which means if value is provided, then work with value. If value is not provided, then work with slot. So let's see here. So first we'll check with this label component and refresh. So here you see my first name, and let's use this slot part. Oh, my slot first name. Now let's save, refresh. So here you see that both works. So this is how our slot works. Okay, so as we have seen already with the creating the layout in previous video, so while creating the layout we are using the slot, so the same logic work here also. Okay, and now let's get back to our documentation and move up to the components. We have seen this component attributes, then slots, and reserved keywords are nothing but just a functions which is already reserved. You cannot use those functions. Okay, and now guys, inline component views. So what is this? Let me just show you here. So this is how it looks inline component. So basically it's nothing but instead of using this component, okay, or your blade label component, so instead of using here, you'll be directly using this div tags inside your class component itself. Okay, instead of using this view, you are going to use directly, so which is nothing but about this. So you have to just copy this and paste here, or when you generate, you have a specific command to generate it. Let me just control Z, and let me just show you that command over here. So you can create a PHP artisan make component alert and hyphen hyphen inline. So this is the main tag passed for creating the inline class component. Okay, so it works the same process however you are using this. So guys, we have understood the basic concepts of our blade template components in Laravel. So guys, in this video that's it, and let's continue in next video with the new topic in Laravel 10. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like and share.